in Switzerland. Each of us come from a different country with different educational and professional background and goals. We're a diverse team, yet we've gathered here to present to you the product we've been passionately working on for the last 10 weeks. We believe that at the heart of positive and sustainable development, like all local initiatives and projects implemented every day, every minute, in every country around the world, we believe that the passion of the organizers and participants of these projects are really the major driver of change. And we believe that innovation can and should address the areas where they struggle and support them in achieving their goals. So here's the challenge. You have a goal, a small team, some funding, and a project in place. How do you manage your project? What framework do you choose to track your participants, your inputs? How do you determine what works and what doesn't? How do you demonstrate your results to your funders, your participants, and your partners? And fundamentally, is your project still in line with the common vision that you started out with? And why do we look for answers? We look at collected data, evaluation reports, we look at participant rates, surveys, we look at indicators. And I see some of you cringe at those terms. And so does anybody who's had to physically collect the data, write, or even just read through reports. Yet, for each project inevitably needs monitoring and evaluation, so-called M&E, to be better and to be accountable. But what does it take for a community organizer, for a small group, to deliver this information, to measure and demonstrate the outcomes of their work, and ultimately to ensure the continuity of their programs? Is this a manageable task for a single organizer or group? They need time taken away from their projects, and money, typically 1 to 10% of their budget. This is the nature of our challenge, and we do have a solution for it.
So I present to you with great honor TrackIT. TrackIT consists of two components, an online platform and an offline solution. The online platform essentially boils down to an online database for community organizers, funders, and participants. The idea is that community organizers go online and make a profile. They share their goals, show their events, or provide their indicators to both participants and funders. The offline toolkit is an RFID technology. RFID is a familiar cheap technology that comes in the form in any type of tags, like student cards or wristbands. These tags contain information that can be read with a tablet or an offline device. The idea is that these community organizers track participants and collect information from them. They where and when they participated, their answers on surveys, or their performance. With these two components, TrackIT makes transparency, exposure, and accountability more affordable. It improves transparency because indicators are provided online. It improves exposure because the online platform showcases the successful, incredible projects to potential funders. And improves accountability because monitoring data are directly digitalized, safe, and easy to access. With this three-step, TrackIT brings community organizers a small but a crucial step closer toward their goals. And the good part is, it's relatively cheap. The RFID starter kit costs around 1 cent for RFID wristband and around $35 for a tablet. The main costs are the startup costs. In the first year, we're aiming at 25 to 50 community projects with a total of 100 to 200 participants. But that is for the short term. In the long term, we're looking at a huge market for information. For example, in India alone, there are more than 2 million community projects conducted per year, and the number is rapidly growing. Besides, the internet penetration has grown over 740% worldwide in the last 10 years. In part because our solution depends on the development of this technology, there's a huge potential. And we are modest. TrackIT is not meant for every organization, and perhaps it's only for education and training programs. But the fact is that if we could only cover 0.1% of all community organizations in only 1 or 2 countries, TrackIT would already be a sustainable solution with considerable social impact. And that is what this challenge is all about. Thank you.